Welcome to Behind the Bar with Paul Starr, brought to you by William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship. We've been joined by the Bristol Bomber Steve Brown via telephone. Steve, how are you doing?
Yeah, great, mate. Sorry I can't be there.
No problem at all. Well, Steve, did you have a good Easter?
It was excellent, Paul. Excellent.
Great stuff. Well, it was week number 9 last week in the Premier League, Steve. It was Judgment Night. It was Manchester. 5 of the 10 players involved faced elimination. First game on, we tipped that Michael Van Gerwen, he wins 7-4 against James Wade, both averaging over 100. But this Michael Van Gerwen is just an unstoppable force at the moment.
Yeah, he's just unbeatable at the moment, Paul.
Yeah. So that was the first part of my tungsten tip. But my second part, because I had it as a double, didn't go in. Phil Taylor, 3-0 up. He had 3 darts to go 5-2. As the great Sid Waddell say, he went muck spreading on tops, 10s and 5s. Chizzy won the last 5 legs. Is now second in the table. Phil down to 5th. I did not see that performance from Phil come in.
No, I noticed he was throwing quick again last week, a lot quicker than usual. I don't personally think it suits him, that style.
No. I know what you mean. In not worrying times from Phil, because he's been here many times. Well, I say been here. You know, he knows what to do. But great work there from Chizzy. Third game on, Steve. Oh, the Bombers banker. You tipped up Huybrechts 6-4,
yeah.
I think, to beat Bunting. And oh my word, you know, he was 4-1 up. He missed 3 darts to go 6-3 up, and in the last leg to snatch the draw, Bunting banged in 2 maximums, and Kim missed match darts as well.
He couldn't have believed his luck, I'd imagine, Kim. I mean, and also he had 3 match starts himself, didn't he? So
yeah.
He was, you know, I felt really sorry for him after.
Yeah. He looked devastated. He's put up a great performance in this year's Premier League, and hopefully we'll see him next year. Adrian Lewis, he survived, beat Peter Wright and put Peter Wright on the brink with a 7-4 win. And then, of course, he was waiting for the last game of the evening. Gary Anderson, Barney needed a draw against Gary, and he got the draw. We tipped it in 9-2, Steve. That meant for again, we've made more money. 108.83 average for Anderson. There was 1,280s. Barney, like I said, gets the draw, but he was 6-4 up. He had a chance to win it.
Yeah, Barney would have took the draw at the start of the game, but I'm sure being 6-4 up in the driving seat, he'd be disappointed with just the draw. Yeah,
very much so. But at the end of the day, Steve, we made a couple of points profit, so we'll be looking at this week to see if we can make some more money from the William Hill punters. The league table, well, how does that leave that? Well, if we look at it, Michael Van Gerwen, 16 points, still unbeaten, of course. Chizzy on 13, so there's a bit of a gap there. Anderson on 13, and then a 4-point gap back to Wade on 9, Taylor on 9, Bunting on 7, Lewis 7, Barney on 6, and of course we lost Peter Wright and Kim Huybrechts. They've been eliminated. But the thing is, Steve, these gaps were to appear. Michael Van Gerwen, he's safe. I'm sure Anderson is going to be safe as well. But when you look, Chizzy, a 4-point gap between him and Wade and Taylor. A couple more wins and he's home.
Yeah, but these nights, a double header this week for Chizzy. So a loss against Wade this week.
Yeah.
And the potential, and he's also got Anderson this week as well. Obviously, Anderson's he's hit a bit of form as well. So you know, 2 losses could be just as important as 2 wins in there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So week number 10, the Motorpoint Arena in Sheffield. First game on, Adrian Lewis is 11-8, 7-2 to draw. James Wade, who's playing twice on even, he's 13-10. So Adrian Lewis, 11-8. Why I think that looks big, Steve? Head to head, he's down. Wade's won 26, Adrian's won 14. But of course, in the German Darts Masters at the weekend, Adrian Lewis beat James Wade 6-0, and Wade, he didn't have a throw at the double. What do you think, Steve?
I think that Wade is going to be that loss will affect him the weekend. And I said history is important, but more importantly, I think you've got to go with form and go into that game with their rivalry. I think Lewis is going to have the edge on that. Yeah, so
11-8 for Adrian there. Second game on.
Value.
Yeah, I think so. Gary Anderson 8-11, 4-1 the draw, 12-5. Chizzy, he's number 2 in the league, and the bookies are still not siding with him. So, I mean, Anderson's got the head-to-head advantage, but Chizzy destroyed Anderson at Exeter in the Premier League a few weeks ago. So, 4-1 the draw. I like the look of. Steve, what do you think?
I think so. I think after Chizzy's win against Taylor last week, he'll be up for it. Anderson had 108 average last week. I know he didn't win, but it's still a fantastic performance. So, I think a draw there is a good shout.
At 4-1. Okay, third game on. I've been tipping up Taylor every week. Well, doesn't make you much of a tip up for Taylor, of course. But 1-2 Phil. I can't have that anymore. I got my fingers burnt last week. 9-2 the draw. 7-2 Barney. The head-to-head stat is phenomenal. The amount of times they played: 51 for Taylor, 4 draws, and 13 for Barney. But of course, Barney beat Taylor in Glasgow a few weeks ago, even though Taylor averaged the magical 115.8, the highest ever losing average. But 9-2 the draw is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Barnevald's really shown his grit the last couple of weeks, and despite that relegation threat, I think Barney will be right up for that game, and Phil won very good last week, in my opinion.
No, he wasn't. So 9-2, we're going to go 9-2 on the draw there. Okay, fourth game on. Michael Van Geuren is 4-11. Whatever price he is, it's going in, isn't it? It's Michael Van Geuren. He's unplayable at the moment. 4-11, 5-1 a draw. 9-2 Bunting. MVG beat Bunting 7-3 in Bournemouth. He's got a 7-2 head-to-head record. 4-11, Michael. We're going to go for that.
Yeah, if you on accumulator, you can't leave him out, can you?
No, 4-11 is ridiculous at this sort of level, but it's Michael Van Geuren. He is a different level. And the last game on, Chizzy comes to the hockey again. He's 11-8 against Wade. Now, this could be massive for the end of the season, of course, for the finals night at the O2. 11-8 Chizzy, 13-10 Wade. Wade has got an 8-4 advantage head-to-head. 7-2 the draw. Steve, what do you think?
Yeah, I think they both played twice on the night, and their first game's going to really play a big part in this last game because there's a lot of pressure on this in terms of the league table. So I think they both set up for a draw on that. Yeah,
7-2 the draw. So we're going heavy. Of course, they drew actually when they played in Liverpool earlier on in the Premier League. So we're going for a few draws here. So we're going to go Lewis 11-8 to beat Wade, 4-1 Chizzy and Anderson the draw, 9-2 Taylor and Barney the draw, MVG to beat Bunting at 4-11, and 7-2 to draw Chizzy against Wade. Can I quickly mention, Steve, I don't know if you've seen much of it, but read much about it. The German Darts Masters European Tour number 3, Michael Van Geuren has won his 8th PDC tournament. It's only the beginning of April. What's happening?
Yeah, I think that pushes him over the £1 million prize money.
It does.
Well on the order of merit, which is fabulous for him. I think he had a few scares the weekend. I think Joe Anderson pushed him 6-5 and Jamie Cleveland pushed him 6-5, but he's just got the metal to get through it, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. And as we said before, the best of 11 legs is so tough. And to win, he's now won all 3 European tours. Of course, the 2 major events, TV events. He won the Masters and, of course, the UK Open, 3 Pro Tours as well. It is just unbelievable. And he looks like he's going to win every time he goes to the hockey.
Yeah, I mean, and those short formats means that the favourites that enjoy those formats, usually the longer the game, the sort of the favourites seem to turn out the wins. But for him to go and win these short format events as well, just goes to show his class.
Very much so. Well, thank you very much for your time, Steve. Thanks for joining us. And fingers crossed, we'll be having you in person next week.
Yeah, I'll be there next week.
Okay, thanks for your time, Steve. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on Tungsten Tells. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. Like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. And join us next week on More Behind the Bar, where we're keeping you at the sharp end of World Darts. I mean, Steve will be trying to grab more value from William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship. We look forward to seeing you then.